For my
Finally,
happiness.
finally. How
I'm
are you,
good.
my friend?
This overhead lighting, I'm trying to figure out the situation for
No,
at least an hour.
no,
I
you
look
did a
like
great
so
job.
oily, right?
You did
Have
a
you
great
put,
job.
if you
You're
see me in person, tengo 10 libras de polvo. Mira cómo está aquí.
you're perfectly lit. You learn from the masters.
How are
Okay,
you?
I'm good. I want to give it a minute so people can join. A few of my friends were very
Oh,
excited
let
to.
me open up my window.
A few of my friends were
See
very
this
excited
piece
to
of
hear.
art that I have going on here.
Okay,
Porque tengo esta miedo de abrir la ventana por el virus ese.
I know you are very paranoid.
I,
I
way
am
too
too.
early.
I
Way
am
too
too.
early for this. Way too early.
How are you?
I'm good. I mean, been stuck at home now for so long.
Yeah, but I feel like you're having fun. I feel like you're entertaining
I feel
yourself
like I
pretty
should be in an
well.
airplane. No, I feel like it's time for me to go back to work. Oh, I miss everything about work right now.
I'm sure. Okay, so I met Hector not long ago in December. We did a job together for People Magazine, and that was my first time working with him. And I didn't know who he was, and I'm sure he didn't know who I was either. But and then this job was kind of like in the works for a few months, and then I got the details for the job kind of like very last minute. And when I saw that it was gonna be Hector, I kind of like did my research, and as soon as I saw his work, I was like, oh, I'm good. Like I'm good. He's gonna be fine. But then it was this other thing that you always that I always worry about, which is like the day on set. Like, is he gonna be nice? Is he gonna bring a good vibe? Is he gonna be a diva? Blah blah blah. But that's something that you cannot control. So turns out Hector was an amazing makeup artist, of course, but he was also like we bond together and we became kind of like instant friends. And I'm happy to have him here because he's so talented, and I want you everybody to learn a little bit about him and how he gets it done. So, my friend, in 20 seconds, introduce yourself.
Oh God, 20 seconds. I'm just kidding. I'm Hector Espinal. I am born and raised New Yorker with Dominican parents, and I am a global makeup artist for Fenty Beauty. And I am
Awesome.
31 years old. I'm about to be 32.
Okay.
Uh,
I didn't mean to age you, but you did
I
yourself.
like I like mentioning my age, and I think it's inspiring. I was
Yeah,
like,
it is. It is. It is. I do believe that too. At some point, it's gonna be inspiring. At some point, you're gonna have to
sometimes
like shut
at
up.
one point I want to be like, and I'm none of your business.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time that you get when you got like interested in makeup, like your first very memory of makeup?
I'll be quite honest with you. I never had an interest in makeup. Makeup
Okay.
was not my passion. I was actually a babysitter
Okay.
for 8 years for one child. So arts has always been part of my life. One, because I love drawing, I love sketching, I love art. And obviously being a babysitter is something so common. You know, you have to draw with the child, you have to do art projects. But when I realized that being a rebel was not going to be the solution of my lifestyle, I applied to different jobs and I applied to Sephora. And Sephora, when they saw my sketches in my second interview, the guy who interviewed me, which I just saw him not so long ago, he told me, he's like, I want to make you a makeup artist. I was like, I don't want to be a makeup artist.
Hold on. When you're telling me sketches, you mean like face charts?
No, like I draw. I have like actual drawings of like people.
Okay.
Actually, oh no, this one is too hidden. I used
I
to draw
see.
everywhere, like
Okay.
real things that I used to see. Even if I used to see a plant, I would draw it. And when he saw it, he's like, I want to make you into a makeup artist. I think we can relate from paper to a real human. And I was like, I don't, I
How
don't
old
want
were you at this
to.
time?
Well, I
How?
was 19 going on 20.
Okay. And you just
Yeah.
wanted to be a sales guy at Sephora. That was
I wanted to be
your.
a here because I love the whole, here's your money. Next, you
Okay.
go. But quite honestly, it was something that I never knew I had inside. I feel like my passion really, really grew in. I started in 2009 and Sephora. I think my passion for makeup grew in 2012
Okay.
when I won the national protein position. That's when I was like, okay, I think I love what I'm doing.
I see. So you never went to school for makeup?
Never did.
Never.
Sephora is an
Okay.
amazing school for makeup, I think.
What?
Sephora.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think now with your experience, do you think like makeup school is important or like education like that is important? Do you think is like vital?
I think nowadays it is very important to really have that esthetician and that license aspect when you're working, especially retail. Because if you don't have that, oftentimes a lot of retailers won't accept you as a makeup artist. For
Yeah.
many legal reasons, and I understand, like I feel like you should be very rounded and have that, you know, that fallback, that plan B where you have that certificate that, gives you that prestige, education part of makeup. And there is a lot to learn because me personally, I did a lot of mistakes when I started my career. Um, even hygiene mistakes like blowing into a brush, which is completely disgusting.
Yeah.
Now thinking about coronavirus.
Yeah.
But, I would grow up and see my mom going, it's like the normal. But there's a lot of things that is good to go to school for.
I see. Do you think you can be a good makeup artist even though you didn't go to school for that? Do you believe that?
Yeah, absolutely. If you have it in you and you work very hard for it, absolutely. Practice makes perfect.
Okay. When did you move to New York?
Born and raised, boo boo.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Step up.
That's true. Okay. Um, what are the kind of projects that you usually well, first of all, what did you attract you to fashion? To like work in the fashion to do like yeah, makeup for fashion.
So as I mentioned, I started Sephora 2009.
Yeah.
And there, once I got into the Sephora Pro team, one of the responsibilities was doing New York's Fashion Week.
Okay.
And when I got to do my first runway, I remember being backstage and I was like literally sweating because I'm like, oh my God, was that makeup good? Like, it's gonna look good. And when I thought about it, I was like, it's not even about the makeup, it's about the clothing. And then I was like,
Yeah.
okay, so how can I, as a makeup artist, relate that? Like, how can I make makeup look good with fashion? And it created like a second love for me because I've always been into fashion. I love designers that like wearing like crazy outfits and all that. Tons of accessories. So it grew a passion where I felt like I needed to marry both of them
Yeah.
without outshining or making the other one, dimmed or anything like that. So being in the pro team, we had to do a lot of fashion week. And then I became a key artist for a lot of the shows, like at the end of my years in pro team. And I got to key numerous amount of shows. And in addition, I also got to do like a lot of lookbooks for designers like Jonathan Cohen, Asigel Ruzal, like a lot of people. So you just had something that I had to learn.
I see. Did you assist any makeup artist before starting on your own?
Yes, I got the pleasure to assist Kabuki. Bar
Okay.
Garden. Bar Garden was like magical.
Uh-huh.
Art. Internally, I also got to assist one of the protein makeup artists, which is Gilbert Solis. He's from Mexico.
Yeah.
Amazing makeup artist. Yeah, so it was like a lot of people here and there. Sarah Lucero, which I love. She's the creative director for Espinal Cosmetics.
I see.
Yeah.
What are the kind of jobs that you usually work on right now? Well, you have this position as a global makeup artist for Fenty Beauty. What is that about? Like, make us understand in an easy way. What is your job about there?
I mean, an easy way. Let me see how can I break this down. I'm just kidding. So being the global makeup artist for Fenty Beauty requires a lot of hats. So I do product development, I do the campaigns, I also do master classes around the world for any Sephora events or any other things. I do all the press, social media content, YouTube.
Is Fenty Beauty just sold as Sephora, correct? It's only sold as Sephora?
In the United States, yes, and then across the seas, you have Boots and Harvey Nichols in
Oh,
London,
that's true.
in the
Okay.
UK.
Okay. So you're usually like giving a class to some other makeup artists or working on
Like
set.
I would it's only so there's two global artists, myself and Priscilla Ona, and we just divide and conquer throughout the world, and we give their classes for Fenty Beauty.
So that involves a lot of traveling and stuff like that.
Like a good 90% of the time. Yeah, right now, I'm like,
What was you at this job? What was your first break? Like, what was you? When was you? You know, I feel like we always have that moment when, uh, not that you made it, but that you're like, I say, you know, when you're about to, it happens to me once every other 6 months when I'm about to throw everything by the window because I can't do this anymore. And then I get that project that I always wanted, or that model that I always wanted,
yeah,
or that magazine that I wanted.
they're
And
like,
then I'm
oh my,
like, fine, I'll do it another
I'll
6 months.
stay.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, what was that for you?
I will have to, there's been a lot of moments where I feel like that, but
Yeah.
I think the latest one has been the Fenty Savage fashion show. Like being
Yeah.
the key artist for that show was so rewarding. Like at the end, when I ran back to the team and everybody started clapping, I was like, "Holy crap! Like we
Hmm.
just did all this!" And like
What just
truly,
happened?
it was truly like iconic, and it was a moment in my career where I was like, I don't even know how we divided and conquered and created such an amazing, epic show.
I see. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Everywhere.
Every.
I the magazines. I loved old school makeup artists like the Von Garlands, the Kabukis. I feel like they have a different perspective about things.
Yeah.
Nature, social media, of course. Um, Frida Kahlo.
Do you think you have a style?
I don't know. At first, I think I did, but now, like every time because I base it now based on the Fenty Beauty campaigns, because
Yeah.
I see a lot of them, and I'm like, everything looks completely different. So I'm like, what?
I know.
Like,
I know.
I was like, which one is my style? Like before the Sephora protein, hands down, smoky eye, beautiful skin, new lip. Nobody could win me over that. Like my thing was like sophisticated, polished, 1950s glam. And now I'm like, I don't know. I'm a little bit of everything. I'm a chameleon.
No, I
But
think
I think
you.
for me, like the basics, the most important is skin
Yeah.
when it comes to makeup, and I feel like, yeah,
When I see your work as a photographer, all I see is like bronzy skin. It's like if I see a picture and then the model is like all like decked out in bronze, I'm like, this is Hector. That's what for me. But you know, everybody sees it differently, and I get it. Yeah, I sometimes I look at my pictures, I'm like, what is this? Like, and you know, I don't like them anymore. But I guess it's about like being evolving and like you know learning new things every day and stuff like that. Uh,
yeah,
I
because I can't.
usually,
Like I feel like as a makeup artist, you should have a niche. Like you said, like bronzy skin. Like that's my thing. Like I love that, and I'm actually so funny you said that because I recently did a photo shoot. It is all about bronzy skin.
yeah, yeah,
So I'm like, as long as you have your niche, I always tell that to makeup artists. Like a lot of people ask me, like, what tips do you have for makeup artists? And I'm like, girl, the most important thing is having your niche. Who are you? Like, if a photographer can say that's Hector's work, that's your niche, you know?
yeah,
And then
yeah,
from there, you should also be rounded. Like, I should tap into creative makeup, color,
yeah,
smoky eyes, fashion makeup, no makeup makeup, editorial makeup all the way to Instagram makeup. Like, you should be rounded enough to do all of that as
yeah,
long as you have a niche.
yeah. I do. I agree. You think that style has changed through the years since you started as now?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just been, I think the bronzing part has just refined to more
Okay.
sophisticated as opposed to just putting bronzer all over. But yeah, it's definitely refined.
Okay. Uh, what is the process for you when you're doing an editorial job?
Many process. So I start thinking about, is there going to be any clothing involved? It's all even like for example, like the one that we did, I feel like that was an editorial for people in Espanol. Like it was great because everybody gave their opinion and we all came together to create the story. Is it just me? Like everything's all like all over the place. Sorry, super distracting. So like for example, everyone's opinion matters. So it's not only about what you think. Obviously, as long as you have a perspective and is flexible enough to what the photographer is looking at, what the styling
Yes.
is looking at, and overall the creative director makes the final decision.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
see.
as a makeup artist, you just a little piece of the picture, very important part, obviously, but it's all a cohesive.
And what is the difference when you do a commercial job?
I haven't done a commercial job in a while, but commercial jobs,
I mean, the campaigns for Fenty is a commercial job. the thing is like
No,
you
yeah,
create
but
the
now
idea.
it's
That's
different. So with Fenty, it's a little different for us. With Fenty, we see the products, right? We get the products, we see it, and it's all Rihanna's final decision, right? So we already know the aesthetics of what she likes. There's some things that she really loves when it comes to the application of highlighter or the application of, you know, bronzer and this lifting motion. So for us, when we create these campaigns, it's a little bit different because we already know what she likes.
I see.
We just merge the new collection with that core base, which is the fancy face.
So I assume Rihanna knows a lot about makeup, like technical
Oh,
aspects of makeup.
Rihanna is extremely talented as a makeup artist. It's a little scary.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
like, she's very, very, very good.
Wow. Okay. How do you deal with a difficult client, a difficult model, a difficult creative director, a difficult photographer? What's your approach to that?
At the beginning of my career, I literally like used to be like very aggressive. Now as a professional, I feel like it's something that everything is solved with communication. You know, if there's any frustration, like just sit down and talk or try to do it. There are photographers that I work with that I would never work with again.
Yeah.
Just because we don't see eye to eye, and I feel like when it's a creative environment and the chemistry and the energy is not smooth,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be in that environment.
Yeah.
Like
I always tell everybody, you know, and what is the point to be making or being producing a beautiful picture if everybody's having a bad time on set? And
right,
whenever you look at the picture, you're always gonna remember how stressed you were, how mad
yeah,
you were,
or the
how
models, you
scared you
know.
were.
I recently had a model, and this was not with Fenty. It was just like I was just bored and I wanted to do a shoot, and the model was like, I saw she had an attitude. I was like, "Are you okay?" And she goes like, "Well, I'm just not into this modeling thing." I'm like, "Girl, you're in the wrong time at the wrong place, wrong career
Yeah,
path." And I just
yeah,
gotta care. And I literally told her, I was like, "Just go." Because there's times where I'm like, if you're not feeling it, you're not gonna be. You gotta reflect on pictures, and it's just
yeah,
so it's just knowing when to make these decisions, and
yeah.
it's all about the status where you're standing as well. Like if you're a beginner, sometimes you have to roll with the wind, and then just make sure you're always polite about it, but don't waste your time.
What is the hardest part to work with a celebrity for you as a makeup artist? Well, I bet you have a problem not being the celebrity on set. That's your problem. But then on top of that,
So silly. I hate you so
but
much.
on top of that, what is it? What is it the most
Wait, is it
difficult
just me
part?
or that I can change?
Say that again.
Um, I think there's no difficulty work. I mean, the one celebrity that I'm working with the most closely right now is Ree. Ree's flexible. So for Ree, I don't count Ree. I think it's all about having patience. You know, they have a lot going on at the same time. So oftentimes when you
Yeah,
work with a celebrity, they always got to think about the cameras, like all the paparazzis. Plus, if they're presenting something, hair, nail, dressing, there's like so much going on, and the pressure and the energy is a little tense at times. But as
yeah.
long as you're just an invisible human being in that scenario and doing your job the best you can, it doesn't become that difficult.
I see. What's something that you think you're very good at your job?
Huh. A good one. I think flexibility.
Yeah.
Flexibility is one of them because I feel like there's times where I have a vision, but everybody else, like the creative director or we might have a different view, so we just have to go with the role. And yeah, definitely that flexibility.
I remember when we did this job together. I was very happy with the results as the makeup and everything. But then when I was coming back in the plane and I was just like thinking about everything and the whole experience and how was it,
Oh,
it was the most valuable thing for me that you brought on set was your energy, like your jokes and your happy moments and I don't know, I just had a great time. I remember that job, and I just remember being like laughing my ass off, like with you all the
right.
time, like so.
And
And
that's
and
a
that's
good thing.
amazing. You know that the thing that I remember is like having fun, and I don't remember how. I don't remember the rain. I don't remember how much we didn't eat and how early we wake up. I just remember like everybody
Oh,
being
the drive back to the capital.
yeah, exactly. The driving. I remember literally, especially with you, your jokes and just the energy that you brought. So as a photographer, that was for me, that was the best takeaway from you, and somebody that I will always be like, calling
You
you
know what
back
it
on
is? I
set.
feel like oftentimes when there were so many circumstances, right? Like you had the rain, you had like the commute, the Leslie Grace one was the most flexible
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
artist
didn't
that
have a problem with
I
that.
worked
Yeah,
with in my life. Like she was like in it to win it. I feel like if you don't have fun in this job, as creative as we are, we will lose that momentum. Like if you
yeah.
look back, those pictures are so beautiful and so organic, and the time and the memories. And I feel like every moment is counted. So if we, don't make the best out of it and have fun and make jokes and I recently went to the People magazine office and they all started screaming and I started screaming. It was like a reunion. I think it was one of those times where I was like, oh, you see, my jokes came around. And they didn't
Yeah,
look
yeah,
like
yeah, of course. A lot of people that is asking questions, we will respond them all. I just have three more for Hector, and then we'll respond them all. Don't you worry, guys. Um, do you have the People magazine there closer to you or no?
I actually have my coffee table.
Okay. Can you
Ooh,
show them? Can you show them?
well,
I don't have it, so
absolutely.
I want them to see it how it
You don't
comes
have
out.
it?
I don't have a physical copy yet because when I was going to look for it, it's these fucking things like happening.
You sound
But
like
I'm sure.
so shady right now. I have like 20.
Oh, really?
I went
I
to
hope I can get some.
I went to a pharmacy. I think it was the Wade Reed or Rite. I don't know what it was. And I saw it and I took an Instagram and I literally grabbed the whole pack. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
maybe. Okay, I'll
Okay,
go
so
to. Okay.
guys, you gotta see overall. Like, look at how he captured this. First of all, there
Yeah.
was hardly any lighting there at this
Yeah. Hector,
time.
what can you say about that picture? I love if you have the story for that picture because that picture
So
it
this
was
was
kind of like that picture was not going to happen. And it happened and it ended
that
up being
picture
the
was
opener.
not in the. Okay, first of all, these are one of the things that I love about me. Though I was like, I need this shot in there, whether not like not now, but like right now. So this image specifically, right? So these flowers were actually something that I brought here from New York all the way to the Dominican Republic, and it was like a last minute thing. We were already exhausted. We've been
That
through
was an extra
rain.
picture, right?
Yeah, it was
Everybody
like
should
an
know that that was a
extra
picture in case
last.
we had
Literally, it
time.
was the last
Yeah.
image of the day, and the fact that it's opening up the editorial, I think, is magnificent. The crazy thing about this is that Raul was like, "We literally could do it. If you could do it in 5 minutes, I'll shoot it for you." And I was like,
Yeah.
3 minutes!
Yeah.
And you can do it. Literally, like her mom is like putting all the flowers on one side
Yeah.
with Marcos. And I'm literally like painting her lips. She's like never wears red lipstick. And I'm over here like slobbering a red lipstick on her. Great times. Then this one
Yeah.
is actually one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too.
Like this is so gorgeous. And this was before or after the rain?
That was before. That was before. That was one of the first pictures. Yeah, that
I don't
too.
know.
Yeah, it was one of the first pictures.
This was the
Yeah, so for
first
this
picture
story,
for
guys, Hector did a unique look for every picture. And it was kind of like challenging because although, I wanted to keep it as a fashion story, it was actually a beauty story. So you needed to be, Ursula, the creative director who gave us this opportunity, was very keen to like, guys, I know you love to shoot fashion and you love clothes, but let's make this as a beauty story. And we're like, okay, fine. So,
Well,
yeah,
that's what they wanted actually. Just kidding.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So then we
So,
did this. Remember this one? This one you shot literally, guys. It was raining when you shot this.
yeah,
Or
but like
like
for raining.
Dominican Republic, like falling apart in the rain, and literally we were like on the little house, and he's like, "Here, come to the edge, come to the edge." Like then you can even see that the sand is. Oh no, that's not the motion.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, remember, Hector, it was
But
pouring
this
rain
picture,
and you were like, let's do something.
literally, it was raining, and then this one was
Yeah.
finally.
Sorry, I'm back.
What you say?
That we did that picture at the close up, just kind of like, no, the other one, because we were
Oh,
like doing nothing and I was like, Hector, just put something on and let's just try to see what.
let's just try. Let's just be positive. Let's make sure that
At
happens.
that point, I thought that the shoot was going to the toilet because
Yeah.
I was like, the sun is never gonna come back. I have three pictures. Ursula's gonna kill us. They're not gonna pay us.
Ursula was amazing though.
Yeah, Ursula was amazing.
She was so good.
Yeah.
And then after the sun finally came out, we
Yeah.
ran and did this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this one is like so beautiful because like if you see it in person, it's better. But you see the sky is still not as clear.
Yeah.
But you managed to do such an amazing job with that. And then after everything, the rainbow came out, and you get to see it.
The best light that the Dominican Republic has given
And
me.
like this rainbow, guys, is real.
It's real.
It's
Yeah.
not fake. And
It's
I
real.
always tell that to people. I'm like, that rainbow there was like literally the definition of like our shoe being successful. Here we go.
Yeah. And that one. Yeah. That's another
This
story.
one, I almost killed you.
Yeah, that's another story that deserves also another like explanation because the sun was not gonna come and nobody
And you were
believed in
like,
me.
yes, it is. It's gonna come at 6 p.m. I was like,
I was
okay.
talking like, let's wait for the sun, right? And the magazine editors were like, no, let's do it now. I'm like, guys, let's wait for the sun. This is gonna be a very strong picture with the sun, but I need the sun. I need the sun. And you know, time was passing by, and they were looking at me like, this guy's crazy, like.
I
And
was
I'm
like,
like,
in my mind, I was like, he's lost it. Because no, it's at 6. I promise. At 6 p.m., the sun is gonna come out, and I'm like, oh, what are you like? Weather on the ones forecast? Like, who are you? Like, you don't know that. It's the Dominican Republic. He was like, no, I know, I can feel it. And I was like, you know what? Let's follow his instinct. And literally, when the sun came out, where's that shot?
can you
I
show
think
the
you
picture, my
recently
friend?
posted it. You posted the picture, like I think it was yesterday. That it was like
Yeah,
that the girls are in the background and the sun came directly into that. I was like, wow, that's
yeah.
insane. You shot this like seconds, and it's such a beautiful picture.
Yeah, that was seconds. Yeah, and it's hard to appreciate it, but the sun did an amazing job there, and it's literally just natural light almost. So, uh, guys, believe in your dreams because they come
But
true.
even your guts when it comes to the weather.
Yeah, you know, and but that actor, we were able to do it also because the people at the magazine were kind of like they give us the freedom, right? Some other editors will have say, guys, let's just shoot the fucking picture and let's just go. But because we kind of like insisted, and they believe it and they give us freedom, it was actually one of those things when I had you on my team, like you were pushing towards my support, and so that also made people, you know, to believe in more in that. But
I mean,
yeah.
remember, you was like, "Hey, do you want to stay and do the shoot with me?" And I was like, "With you, I would shoot anything. Of course, I'm staying."
Yeah,
And
I
I was
was so
like,
happy
"Fly
that you
out."
stayed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
good time.
when you're on set, what is the etiquette that you think people should follow when they're makeup artists and you're on set? You know, there are certain things that you do,
There's
certain
many
things.
things you have to do. One, you come in, you introduce yourself to everyone. Most importantly, to the photographer.
Yeah,
Your connection automatically should be with the photographer
yeah,
because he is creating the vision that you want to do with makeup, and he needs from you anything that he could possibly see through his crazy mind in a picture. Also understand the lighting that he's using. Is it going to be natural lighting? Is it going to be studio lighting, overhead, all these crazy things? And then also, you want to make sure that you involve with here with everything creative and be flexible. And when
yeah,
I mean flexible, I mean like you could think that you're going to do that makeup, and then 2 minutes later, you have to change the whole thing in 3 minutes
yeah, yeah.
with no ifs and buts. Like your opinion up to this point is like,
You kind of like say it, but what do you like or expect from a photographer when you want to work with a new photographer every time? What is that you like? Oh, I wish this photographer has this, and this, because that helps your job.
communication is so important. Like before the shoot, you and I kept on talking. We went to dinner together because I feel like creating that chemistry to check if it's gonna work or not gonna work.
Yeah,
It's very important. I feel like also you have to ensure that you guys are speaking the same language.
yeah.
So creating that universal voice and tunnel vision on that. Because as artists, you know, photographer has a vision, you have a vision. Anything can go in the air, and you just want to make sure you narrow it down to one. Um,
And that's a
around
thing, and that's a thing I felt I had with you when I was trying to explain you. When I was trying to explain you like that kind of light that I wanted from the sun, and you got it right away. You in your mind, I knew you knew what
yeah.
light I was talking about, and you did that makeup so that light was working out. And those things are things that you can, even though you're the best one at your craft, if there's no like chemistry, there's no chemistry. You could be
Yeah.
very good, and there could be a great photographer and a great makeup artist, but if you don't have the
If you
same
don't have that
references,
chemistry, it's like just get
yeah.
the done. Let's get out. Like
Yeah, like I remember I told you, Hector, you know, like that light of like 4 p.m. kind of like at
yeah,
the beach, and you're like, oh yeah, I got it,
that
and
golden hour. You was like,
that
it's the
golden
golden
hour.
hour. It's gonna happen. And I was like, don't know. It was
Yeah.
literally like darker than this. He's
Yeah.
like, it's gonna be a golden hour, and I was like, hell no, it's not.
No,
And then
listen,
all of a sudden we had it, but we had it,
we had it. We
and
had
we
it.
literally shot that like running in 3 seconds.
Yeah. Who are your heroes?
Aside from God, my mom,
Okay.
yeah, makeup inspiration that I look for, like I like a lot. I just recently did a makeup inspired by Scott Barnes. I like the way he does J Lo, and I just try to recreate it, and it was so hard.
Oh, he's J Lo's makeup artist.
It was so hard to recreate his look
Wow.
because he used a lot of makeup, like a
Okay.
different technique, and I'm like, no makeup look. Let's put less. Let's put less.
Yeah.
Less is more, and he's like, no, more is more.
More is more.
It was different.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you regret anything in your career, or would you do something different if you could?
If I what? Repeat the question.
Do you regret anything in your career at this point? Do you like have any regrets, or is there something that you will have done differently if you have the opportunity?
No, I don't think it's like Reese says, never regret. Never regret. Always a lesson. I feel like maybe personally, if I was 14, I would have done things I did. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
But not in my career. I think because I made so many mistakes is where I am where I'm at.
I see. Okay, we have some questions, my friend. Give me one
Let's do
second.
them.
Somebody's asking if I'm Dominican. No, I wish. No, I don't wish. I'm Mexican. I'm proud of who I am. Dominicans are crazy guys. Are crazier than us. Everybody thinks that we're
Says the Mexican.
says a Mexican, right?
You've been to Mexico, guys?
Yeah. Okay. Ask your questions, and I'm gonna pause them right here. Somebody's asking here, Hector, why did you choose Fenty Beauty?
That's a very good question. Somebody just asked me that, and it was very interesting. An editor for, was it Elle or Glamour, asked me that. When I was in Sephora, I was good. I was stable. Sephora is such an amazing company, and I was in a very good position. I was one of the pro artists at Sephora, and I felt good in my role. When the Fenty Beauty global artist team came about, like when I heard about that, and I was like, first of all, working with Rihanna.
Yeah.
The audition process itself brought this monster out of me because I was like, there's a time where you get comfortable in your role. And with Fenty Beauty, there's no day looks the same, so there's no way in how that's going to happen.
Yeah.
During the process, other brands did reach out to me, and I felt like Fenty Beauty was one brand that was going to come and make a difference, which we did with the 50 foundations.
Yeah. That thing broke the internet, dude.
What?
That thing broke the internet.
It broke everything. And then two, it was more of a family thing. Like when you work with Fenty and Fenty Corp and Kendo, like everything feels so united and everybody's like looking out for each other. It was different. I can't explain it, but it's one of the best decisions I've ever made.
And that's why you choose. Do you remember the casting process?
What?
Do you remember the casting? How many people were auditioning
Oh my
for
God,
that?
it was
Wow.
American Idol from
Yeah. Really?
Like literally, I would think it was round 2. I had just doing my makeup, my model's makeup, and all of a sudden my model just fainted. And I was like, this is not. I literally told him, I was like, this is not the time or the place for you to be fainting. I was like, you need to get up.
I know this answer, but Hector, have you ever done Rihanna's makeup?
Absolutely.
How I know because when we were at that job for People Magazine,
and
we drove like 5 hours. So, and then I was telling Hector, like, Hector, if there anyone in the fashion world that I love is Rihanna. So tell me everything about her. And I was just asking Hector stories and whatever, and Hector gave me so much stories about Rihanna, and it's just nothing but good experiences that Hector has had with Rihanna.
I actually just did makeup for her 32nd birthday in Mexico.
Oh, nice. In February, right?
It was in Mexico.
Okay. It's in, yeah, her birthday is in February, I think.
February 20th.
What is your favorite part of being with Fenty Beauty?
There are no days the same. Can you see me now?
Yeah, stop like fooling around because you can get caught up. Yeah, I can see you now. What is your favorite part of being with Fenty Beauty?
What is my favorite part? There are no days I feel like with Fenty Beauty. Like you would think that like being a makeup artist, everything's routine. Like okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and it's never like that. We always like come up with different things. Whether it's me flying to another country and getting to know that culture, or doing product development. There's so many things that are different. I think that's the part that I like. That no day is the same. There's no routine.
Yeah, I love that. Okay. Um, one more. Fenty retail stores in the future.
Girl, please not. Like we are good with Sephora. We're like all over the world. There's like 2,000. What is it? Like 3,000 Sephora stores around the world.
I don't. You will know better, I think.
God knows how many Harvey Nick. There's like Harvey Nichols not a lot, but Boots is like all over the UK. I actually don't know. I don't think
Yeah,
so. I think we're good right now.
I think Rihanna is good. I think she's good now.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, one more question.
I don't like people in here.
Favorite model face. You have
Um,
favorite model?
I have a favorite. Well, Slick Words has always been like my
I know, I know.
girl. Like she's all over my page. I haven't seen her in a while actually. And then I love Rubina.
Who?
Rubina.
I don't know who Rubina is.
Rubina. I just posted her. She has a bronzy look. So
Oh,
Rubina's
the
actually
cover that you did for Bazaar.
no. Esa
No?
decide. Esa
Uh,
decide.
oh, that's the
No,
CD.
no, no. Rubina is she's one of our Fenty models. We use her a
Okay.
lot. First of all, this girl not only I think it's the story behind her. Like she's a model, great. She's such a great daughter and a great sister. She knows 5 languages.
Wow.
She's studying to be a lawyer. She knows 5 languages. Like beautiful, stunning. You could put her in like one swipe of mud, and you would think like it's editorial.
Okay. I'm gonna look her
It's,
up.
it's not bad like Rubina.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
Let's see, Arya's there. So Arya, can I shout out some of my people?
What can you say about Rihanna's Met Gala look?
This year's the one that Priscilla did. I mean not this year, the year before. She didn't go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
the one
know
with the
what year.
Pope.
The one with the Pope. I loved it. First of all, let me clarify something to you. For me, anything that Bad Girl Riri wears and does is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Because she's innovative. She's not following trends. The world can go left. Riri's gonna go right. There's
Yeah.
no way about it, So for me, like when she does different things, like she blocked out her brows for that, right? There was like a very dramatic eye. I'm like, she's being so controversial right now. She's wearing a poke thing with a mini skirt, no brows. I'm like, dope. Like
Yeah.
that's the way you do it, I loved it.
Yeah.
I think Priscilla did an amazing job doing that.
Okay. Hold on. I'm just very scared to like click this because I can.
Well, you're doing great because I don't know how to do half the things you're doing right
Perfect. Okay, hold on. I have one. Oh, people asking so many questions. Hold on.
now. Te fuiste. Viste.
Hold on.
Wait, I think I might have to move. You know that, right? Because I think my phone is dying. Yeah, I'm gonna move you.
Okay. Favorite Fenty Beauty product. That's a good
Favorite
question.
Fenty Beauty product? Sorry, I have to move you because my phone is
Move me.
dying.
Move me. It's fine.
Hey, yeah, esto no queda. Okay, espérate. This technology, guys, I'm not good at technology. This is why I don't do YouTube a lot. This is why I don't. It's just not my thing, Please hold. Fenty Beauty product, guys. This is such a hard question for me to answer because I've been working with Fenty Beauty since the beginning of the brand. So I now have 3 years with Fenty Beauty,
And there's new products all the time.
and every time I find another product that I like more than the other. But I think can you see me there?
Yeah, I can see you.
You probably have seen my whole apartment up to this point.
Yeah.
All right. So The for now, I would have to say the new matchsticks. I had them around here, but I don't know where they are. The matchsticks. I feel like it's so universal. Remember the ones that I had them magnetized?
Yeah,
I'm gonna shoot those because those you can do anything with those.
I see. Like, what is the name again?
Matchsticks, skin sticks.
I see. Okay.
Who's
Any?
lighting girl? Hold up.
Oh my God. Hi. Hello, everybody. If you have questions about makeup or about Hector's career, just ask them, please. I'll ask him. Any tea about Fenty Skin?
No, they ain't no team. They ain't no fancy skin.
Okay, you got it. From an actual source, guys. Um, when is gonna be worldwide Fenty Beauty in Albania?
Many people have asked me for Albania and other countries. We don't have control, but like us, the global artist team, we really don't know. That's more of a marketing and
Yeah.
Rihanna perspective. So we never know those answers, to be quite honest. For me, ideally, I feel like we're gonna be worldwide everywhere. That's the goal. But it's anywhere they carry Sephora.
Okay. Perfect. What is it? Can somebody get it? Can somebody get it online to
Yeah.
Albania? Yeah.
Fenty.com.
Okay.
And I'm assuming they ship worldwide.
Okay.
But a lot of
Perfect.
people want to touch and feel.
Okay. Your favorite must-have products from Fenty?
Uy. Match Sticks, a gloss bomb, bronzers, and my brushes.
Okay. Your brushes are Fenty too?
Yep.
Okay. Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. She's my friend. She's an amazing makeup artist and so hilarious. You will love her. One day I'll connect you guys. Would you
Yeah.
describe a day in the life of Hector Espinal as global makeup artist for Fenty, and how did it change your life? This is a great question.
A great question. So, a day in the life at
I mean,
Fenty
every day is
Beauty.
different, but just maybe your favorite day.
Every day is different. So, if I'm traveling to the internet, one of the things that I do the most. So, what I do is like every country that I go, I have 3 days per country, and sometimes I do up to three in 1 week.
Okay.
So it would be one day of press, one day of education, and the other one would be with influencers. If not, it just gets mixed up depending on the amount of countries
Time.
that I have to visit. Then when it comes to the photo shoots, it's very that creative decision. We have to meet up with Reed decides on everything. Then we do these shoots. Shoots, are very creative and we get played, which is fun. For me, photo shoots are the best. We always have a group of assistants that are phenomenal. Um,
And they're long days. You have told me that they're like long days.
yeah, some days are long. Some days can be up to, good 16, 18 hours. Depending on the amount of products. And then if I'm in the city, I love going into product development. I love giving everyone to, perspective about things and stuff like that. So it changes every time. And then Fenty Beauty has changed my life in so many different ways in the world, different cultures and understanding the world. So like, the Middle Eastern woman versus the Asian woman versus really understanding makeup at a different perspective and bringing the cultures together and bringing all that.
Awesome. Any advice for me? I have an interview for prestige artists at Sephora.
Yes, who's this? Why Nicole? Oh my God. Be yourself. Sephora is such an amazing company. I always tell everyone who wants to start their career in makeup, go at Sephora first. Be yourself, show the best that you can. Don't try to show off. Don't do nothing that is out of your heart. As long as you true yourself and you are committed to your job, Sephora will help you as much as you help.
So she should just go as she is.
Just be yourself. Like, yeah, don't try to be a different person. Sephora is such an amazing company. It's not like an uptight company.
Okay. You cannot like say this, but what is it like to work with Rihanna?
It's the best, y'all. Let me talk for her birthday now. And just like who she is as a human, because she's super humble. And then Rihanna, the makeup artist, is actually the most funniest person ever because she like looks in the mirror and she's like, she likes to do her own lips. Let's try up her cheeks. She's like, wait, I'm like, this is very important. And it's so funny because she does such a good job. Like she does her own brows and her own lips, and it's so interesting because she's so good at it, and it's fun to work with somebody who's creating. You know, like even I put like a like a bronze shadow, and you put the eyeliner so it up my. We get it. You're very talented. She's so good. It's
Nice.
fun.
Okay. And then we have, hold on. Okay, hold on.
Oh look, there's people giving advice there. They work at Sephora
Oh yeah.
for the interview.
Okay. Okay. What are some great skincare products for dry skin? I have been breaking out. I need help. Any Sephora products?
Oh my God, of course. First of all, you gotta make sure that if you're breaking out, like you suffer from acne, like figure that out first. Like, is it acne? Is it something that is recent? Is it stress? Is the coronavirus? There's many things that can cause it. But I honestly feel like what I love about Sephora itself is that you can go in and get a free consultation and they really digest your skin type and concern to give you the best products. Like me giving you a product might work for me or for my clients, but I don't know if it's gonna work for you depending on your concern. So my bet is that once Sephora reopens, because unfortunately it's close to this epidemic, to go in and get consultation from sensitive skin, and I have breaking out in the past. I like water based. I really like Ula Harrison is very, very good. And like natural for me works best. So yeah.
Okay. Good advice. And I think we have a few more.
Yeah, my mouth dropped. The landing was so much better when we started.
Okay, Ariana said, just wanted to say you're amazing and I love you. Thank you, Ariana, for Hector. What's your favorite country you visited?
Hey, that's not fair.
What's your favorite country you visited? Uh-oh. Hector, are you in your Wi-Fi? Hello? My friend, can you hear me? I cannot hear you. Mm. Oh my God, Hector, you fucked it up. Can you hear me? I can hear you, my friend. Okay. Ah! Hector left. Give me 1 second, guys. He's gonna come back. Okay. There we go. Give me 1 sec. Hector does not like manage technology very well. Perfect. I can hear you.
There you go.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, no.
And the lightning came back, sweetie.
No. Okay, perfect. What's your favorite country you visited?
I have 5. Is that okay?
I mean, the whole world. But okay, fine.
No, ¿qué te pasa? ¿Cuál es tu problema? No. So for me, because, growing up in this community, our parents can, like some parents were not fortunate enough to travel to Europe. So my first trip was Paris. So Paris was a very, very, very close place in my heart.
Yeah.
So I'll be number 1. Number 2, Mexico. Number 3, Australia, Sydney, to be exact. 4, London. I can actually live in London. Love London. And 5, we're still trying to figure out.
Okay. Tiff, es broma. Okay, one more question. Hold on. my God, doing this thing is very like okay. What is it? This is a good one. What is the hardest Rihanna look to do?
There's not a specifically. I don't ever waste the same thing.
No, but like the hardest to do for you. Oh, you mean because you
Oh,
do?
for me, oh, when I did her makeup for the red carpet in Spain.
Why it was hard?
Oh my God, you guys, it was so nerve-wracking because it leaked that we were there, and there was more people than we expected. So it was 10,000 people outside.
Okay.
And when we got the car, all I could hear it was like Rihanna. I was like, I was like, oh my God, I think I'm gonna pass out. And just overall, like making sure that my makeup looked good. So I kept like touching her up, and like she kept looking. She's like, no, we look good. Well, that was for me the hardest part because I was like, oh my God, I never thought it was gonna be so there. And that's
Yeah.
actually a small crowd for her, obviously, but for me,